Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to talk about some cases or issues which happen in the pediatric age. So basically, after you introduce yourself and double check the patient name and date of birth with his mom, ask, how can I help you today? What's going on? So the mother might say that I'm having some concern. My child seems to be not listening to me, seems playing with his food. She can't she can't put the child to sleep, and he can't even sleep. So she's trying to understand what she can do in such a situation. Another case scenario, a child who is also, the other case scenario, the mother might say that the child is really difficult and is not listening to me, is all the time frustrated and always have bad temper or tantrum, and they're not listening to their mom. They will not try to shout, those kind of things. And other things, it's the attention deficit autism spectrum. So it's basically, she will tell you that the child is not talking too much. He's always content with himself. He doesn't mix with other children. He likes quiet surrounding, and if someone disturbs them, they are unable to concentrate, always fatiguing and unable to wait for their turn. And if they start talking, they talk excessively and move a lot. They can't stay still and might interrupt other people's conversation. So all of that are different case scenarios which could reflect different ones. So basically, in ADHD, usually the child will have short attention span, easily distracted, forget things, losing things, can't organize the task. If they play with the toy, they will say that they put them in line, and they will get angry if it has been disturbed. So that's for this. So in this situation, what would you do, basically, and how can you manage such case accordingly? So basically, after you took the history, just to have a feeling of what's going on, you will ask how long it's ongoing, what's your thoughts or idea, what might be the reason for that, because basically the mom who's living with the child, and she knows much better. She might tell you that he's aggressive, he's violent, he steals, those kind of antisocial behavior, conduct disorder, or it's kind of mental health and behavioral issue. So in this situation, basically the child will always arguing and disobeying and might destroy anything. Could be animal, people, property, always lying. They steal, they violate rules. So this could have different reasoning, like the environment where they grown up in. It could be parental history, like marriage breakdown. It could be poverty, mental health problem, a lot of things that you might need to ask just to understand what's the situation, how can be tackled. And then you will ask basically about the three great questions in any case of pediatric, about the red book, if the mother is happy with the vaccination and it's up to date, if the development milestone is okay, and if there is any other issue that might be worth consideration. Then if there is any past medical history that you should be aware of, and what was the delivery mode, was it per-vaginal or cesarean, and how long it took, and if it was the first baby, or what's the rank of the baby. And then you will obviously examine, just try to see how this child reacts and behave. And you will ask about the schooling as well, if he's in the nursery or in school, and how is mingling with his peers, and if there is any family history, any mental health issue or any disorder that might be running in the family. Also, you'll ask if there is any medication being taken on the long run, and if there is any known allergy, and whom he lives with, and what's the social living status. And after that, you will agree, of course, with the mother how to move things forward, try to, which could imply better communication skills and how to solve the problem, and encourage for a positive way. So there might be different options in this case situation. If, for instance, there's issue with the social service, so the child might end up with the parent or foster parent. Another thing could be a group parent training program in order to gather the parent with their child to understand and know how to deal with this situation. It's always meant that you need to talk to your child, try to content them, and not to yell on them or punish them. Just try to understand and accept your child's anger, and give them the time and the space to express their own emotion in their own words. Don't try to change their mind or punish them, as I say. If you are out, for instance, try to hold your child's hand, and try to, if the child, for instance, started tantrum or started acting in a different way, try not to spend much time out, and just try, if you are in a shopping or any of that, just try to make the trip as short as possible, and hold your child's hand firmly until the tantrum or the stage passes. And try, as I say, talk to them, try to let them express their own feeling, their emotion, why being so, what's the reason for that, if they are upset of something, help them that in a different way, in order to try to, it's an issue that might take time but needs patience and lots of understanding. If all of that failed, in minor cases, it could be medication that need to be introduced. And as we know, any medication always has their own side effects, so you need to weigh things, benefit against risk. The most common one used is in younger children or young person is risperidone. However, it has some side effect that we need to tell the patient about it in order to make informed decision. So by that, I have covered 3 main case scenario in young children, which can be frustrating and can be exhaustive to the parent, especially to the mom, and how to move things forward and makes things a little bit better. And always to safety net and red flag the mother if anything doesn't seem right or doesn't work, get the child back as soon as possible. Thank you.